Welcome to this tutorial of SemTX, a framework for the semantic enrichment of tabular data by linking cells and columns to external knowledge sources, adding context and extra information. In this tutorial, we will explore the main features of SemTX and demonstrate how it can be used in practice by walking through a set of tasks. Modification. Applying transformation function to the selected column. Objective. Split the ADM1 column, containing a city and a country, into two distinct columns. We select the ADM1 column and click on the Modify button. Then we can select the text to columns / columns to text and configure the function, choosing the split operation, specifying as separator the comma, and then we can either split at every occurrence of the separator or at a single one. But in this case, it's irrelevant because we have just one comma separating the two values. So we select the first option and specify the new column names, ADM1 and country, and then click on Confirm. As we can see, we now have two more columns. Reconciliation, matching entities in the original data with entities in external datasets. Objective, reconcile place column with its geographical coordinates. We select the column and click on the Reconcile button. Under Service Group, choose Geo Coordinates, and in the Reconciliation Service field, we have two available services, GeoNames and Here. We can try both to evaluate which one provides the highest number of high-confidence matches, represented by green dots. First, let's try GeoNames. To improve accuracy, we'll use the country column to provide additional context. Then click Confirm. We can see from the reconciliation results that just one cell is marked by the red dot. A notification appears at the bottom left. Learn more about annotation symbols in this tutorial section. By clicking on Here, we are redirected to the Annotation Symbols section, which explains that red dots indicate unsuccessful reconciliation, no candidate entities have been found, or none have scores above the threshold. Entity Matching Revision, reviewing reconciliation results and manual reconciliation. Objective, reconcile Tati Torinenvuori cell manually with its geographical coordinates. We click on Manage Metadata of the unmatched cell. Since there are no candidates, click Add Metadata and then search in geocoding. This opens Google Maps for that specific label. We can simply copy the link containing the coordinates, return to SemT-X, paste it, and insert the cell label as the name. Click Add, then confirm and propagate to propagate the selected metadata to all cells with the same value in the entire column, and confirm again. Now that we've seen the GeoNames results, let's see if the Here service performs better. We'll undo these steps clicking on the respective button and try reconciling the place column again using the Here service. In this case, Here successfully matches all 15 cells automatically. To verify, we can click on the unmatched cell and see if the Google Maps page shows the same location. We can also expand the cell by clicking the Expand button to view its metadata. Since this service is more efficient for our current dataset, we can proceed with the next tasks. Extension, retrieving additional information from the target dataset using the reconciled entities. Objective, extend Point of Interest column with its Wikidata description. First, we need to reconcile the Point of Interest column with its Wikidata ID. As we can see from the table, we already have a column containing their IDs, so we can use it to reconcile the Point of Interest column. We select the Point of Interest column and click on the Reconcile button. Here we select as a group service the in-table linking option, and as reconciliation service the only one available. This service allows us to reconcile the Point of Interest column with the POI Wikidata ID column. We select as prefix the Wikidata, WD, and then select as the reference column the one containing IDs. Now we can extend it. To search for an extender we need, we can click on the question mark button and then Discover Services. We can see that in the Extension section we have Annotation Properties Wikidata that allows us to extract the description of the entities. So going back to the table, we can select the column and extend. We select the Annotation Properties Wikidata extender and then select as property the description and then confirm. As we can see, we obtain a new column called Description Point of Interest. Schema Annotation annotates columns with their kind, named entity or literal, and with their corresponding named entity recognition classification. Now let's save the table and move on to Schema Annotation. Clicking on the Automatic Annotation button, select Schema as the target and choose the Column Classifier service. Then, click Start Annotation. As we can see, each column is now annotated, E for named entity and L for literal. Add a column property. Objective: add location property to establish a relation between the point of interest and place column. First, we click on the Manage Metadata button of the point of interest column, then go to the Column Properties section. Click on the Add Column Property button, and then View List of Wikidata properties for items. As we can see from the tooltip, the column classifiers assign to this column the organization classification. This opens the list of properties in Wikidata for items. To find the correct property quickly, we can expand the list to 500 results and use Ctrl+F to search for location. Once found, click it and copy the link. Going back to SemTX, select the WD prefix for Wikidata, paste the link into the URI field, insert location as name, and set the place column as the object. After that, we click on the Add button and then Confirm. As we can see by clicking on the Expand Header button, we created a link between the two columns. Finally, let's save the table and switch to the graph view to verify the semantic relationships we've created in the schema graph. Graph visualization. Explore the schema's structure, where nodes are columns and links are properties. We can zoom in for a closer look and toggle the link labels. By hovering over a link, the system displays its specific property ID, while if we select a node, for example point of interest, the sidebar updates to show its kind, role, types, and properties. You can also access a complete list of nodes and properties or check key graph metrics, such as role distribution. Finally, we can inspect the actual data values in the bottom left panel, scrolling through to review every entry in our dataset. And lastly, we export the table, clicking on the respective button in the toolbar. After we select the table in JSON format, click on Confirm. Our semantically enriched dataset is now ready.